guys? Welcome to yet another episode of my Let's Play of the full version of the crew, and in this episode we're going to be doing a dirt spec variant of the Ram SRT-10. And this car is pretty interesting as well in this game. This is basically a slightly, how would I say this? This is basically a slightly toned down version of the raid spec variant of this Dodge Ram SRT-10. And look at this; it's even got these cool little rally lights, I guess you could say, on the front. Because I actually really like those lights. In fact, I even went with the Charger style headlights on this car because they look kind of cool. I mean, just look at all those lights. I mean, that's crazy cool that you can do something like this. And of course, there's a kind of a dumb spoiler on the back, but I go with a slightly more cleaner spoiler on the back as well. Put that bumper on. And just have a look at the lights again. And so you're now just looking at the rear bumpers. And this is actually quite an interesting car as well because it has little protective covers, I guess you could say, on top of the tail lights, which is another nice little detail they added to these cars. Definitely something more interesting for these cars. And so yeah, now there's nothing for skirts. And the mirrors, don't want to downgrade those mirrors that come with it. They're kind of silly. I accidentally selected that the second time because the Xbox controller's D-pad thing's kind of a bit weird. So yeah, now we go with the Charger style wing on the back. And I really wish they did not give you the option to put carbon fiber on this one, but this hood's kind of cool on this one. I wish I had a snorkel though, because that's what kind of the dirt spec cars are about. It's like snorkels. Put a snorkel on my car, and let's go mud bogging or whatever. But then again, the raid cars are better for deeper water conditions. The dirt spec cars can't really handle terribly deep water conditions. And so yeah, just putting now level 50 platinum parts on this car. And then we actually go to the HQ and change the stickers onto this car. And change the rims back to stock. Because I forgot to do that with the Hummer when I was customizing it. So yeah. I believe I forgot to do that with the Hummer. Yeah, I did forget to do that with the Hummer. I forgot to put the stickers I had with my raid spec variant. The standard stickers I had, the camoed wrap that I had with the, the camoed wrap that I had, well, you get the point. The stickers that I had with the Hummer. And so yeah, now I'm gonna put the beta stickers on this one, because that's what the raid spec variant has for me, and those were actually kind of easy for me to find. And now we're gonna change the rims back to the stock. And thankfully it was just one click, 2 clicks, to the left I believe it was, and then that's it. It was right there. And so yeah, now let's go and take a look to see how well this thing actually does in the dirt. There we go. And just like magic, I teleported over here. And so yeah, this is actually quite an interesting car. It's actually, this one feels a bit more easier to drive, the dirt spec variant, than all the other dirt spec cars. The Hummer was kind of heavy. This one is actually kind of light. Not too heavy, not too light. It's a good combination between those. And the Focus RS was a bit too light. It was too drifty and stuff. And I was seeing that there was lag, so I just pulled over to the side of the road and checked to see what was going on, and there was nothing really messing with the recording or whatever. I guess it was just my computer being a little bit of a bottleneck for this game. But yeah, as you can see, the game's absolutely amazing with stuff. Now we're in the actually I forgot to mention, we're in the Everglades with this new dirt spec Ram. And I actually forgot that you could actually drive up these, which is pretty cool. I remember during the beta I actually drove up these, and it was pretty interesting going up these. So yeah, you can actually go all the way to the top and do a little loop around here. So yeah. I was actually gonna I believe in the beta I actually thought you could not go up there, so I just did a reverse down the entire thing. And so yeah. Just now gonna fix my car. Me mum's car. No. So yeah. This is actually, I really like this car. It reminds me of the Ram, the race spec variant of the Ram 1500, which was a pain in the butt to drive. And I actually still have it, but I didn't really mess with it. It just kind of, there's another one of those spiral things. It just kind of just started gathering dust in my collection. It's just there. So you're a pretty fast car. Pretty fast truck, I should say. So yeah, there's flamingos flying around, and I just went through a couple of them. Doing a little mud bogging. So yeah. It doesn't do mud bogging too well, but it's to be expected because it's a dirt spec car. Then again, it should not be like that because it is a dirt spec car and it should be able to go through dirty conditions pretty darn well. Even snow. But yeah, interior is basically stock. I just wanted to take a look to see if the interior got messed with, and it didn't, which was good. Because the interior is kind of cool in this car. But at the same time, I wish they had the kind of gauge thing that they have for the rate spec variants of these cars. Having a little bit of lag problems, but yeah. Overall, I do like this car. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely something more special. And am I gonna do something else different, or am I just gonna keep bogging? I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know, I see there's more to the video. Okay, now I remember. I also customized the rate spec variants of the Ford Focus RS, which is kind of interesting, but it's not really something I wanted. Well, then again, most of these cars were really something that I didn't want, but I kind of grew to like them. And so yeah, this one I don't really like all that much. It's kind of got a combination of just about everything put onto it. I mean, it's got very kind of weird looking front bumper, and it's got a Gymkhana wing on the back. I mean, it's just weird altogether. Altogether a very weird car. And now we're gonna go to the HQ because there's basically nothing you can do to this car except paint, rims, stickers, and that's about it. And the stickers and rims that I want are already at all the stuff that I want on this car are basically already on the car. And so yeah, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, just scrolling through all this. And so yeah, I just like that simple stripe there because I saw on Jay Leno's garage a green Ford Focus RS that he reviewed, which had a nice little black stripe, exactly like that one. And so now, like magically teleport over here again. And so yeah, just doing a little sand dune testing, I guess you could say. And the little gauge for the turbo system doesn't actually work with this car. And in fact, the little lights that tell you when to shift and stuff don't work either. But the developer said that some of the gauges actually don't exactly were supposed to work in this game, but they just for some reason didn't work. So by the looks of it, they're gonna make most of the interior gauges and stuff work on these cars, which is gonna be pretty cool to see once they finally get it all done. I mean, you might say they should have had this at launch, but keep in mind it's a big game. Like I said multiple times, it's a pretty big game, and it's kind of hard to find all of these glitches and stuff that correspond with the game. Even though, because we didn't have access to certain cars in the beta, like the Koenigsegg has the gauge problems. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, give the video a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.